did it. Almost a civil war, and you brought them back.
Director Addison, no personal appearance? Placing an outpost is a big deal.
Thank you, but no. I prefer climate control to these extremes. Thankfully, my ledgers don't care how they get filled. If I can retroactively call the Krogan colony an outpost, that's a win. But that practicality is not universal. Tan will hate this.
I'm not interested in opinions that don't see the value here.
Good, because there will be a lot of them. But not from me. This won't be our last outpost to find, but New Tachanka helps immeasurably. We can't rest for long, of course. There will always be a need. And there's another matter. A ceremonial one. A statement for the archives.
Is this really the time?
Pathfinder was always a symbol. Like outpost flags hanging in the commons, the people need a connection to reality on the ground. Address them, Pathfinder. What did this mean?
You may have heard some crazy things about Eladin and New Tachanka. All true. Every word. And if I know some of you, that's more of a draw than anything I could say now.
One for the records, Pathfinder. Addison out.
I detect above normal temperatures. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
I'm picking up something.
An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault. Though not much yet is known about the underground structure, it's believed to be remnant in origin. Noted Asari scientist Helisaria Basale.
What we activated in the vault drastically improved the atmosphere on Eos.
This is HNS.
Can I talk to you, Ryder?
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security
May I have a
is
word?
investigating.
No, it isn't what we wanted. Yes, Pathfinder?
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
People are eager to help. The shortages are obvious, but you're turning it to inspiration. A surprising number are moving between here and Eladon. It's very familiar, bringing the Krogan back.
You don't mind that Morta gets concessions?
Not if the Krogan are under our banner. Tan takes it personal. I go by the numbers. I'll eat some crow if it gets us resources.
Director Addison?
Pathfinder.
Attention all personnel. The Angaran diplomatic team has arrived on the Nexus.
Hello again.
It's just not fair.
A worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way.
Excuse me, Pathfinder. I don't know where else to turn. My best friend's been missing since the revolts.
Tell me.
He was involved with a woman who was exiled. She obsessed over him, and I'm sure she kidnapped him. The powers that be don't buy it and don't care. They say most likely he went willingly.
Love can make us do strange things.
He didn't love her. She was just a fling. The Initiative has branded him a traitor. I don't want that to be his legacy. I want to clear his name. Sanjeev Clement. The woman was Delaney Roos. She must have taken him to Kadara.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm in your debt.
Must be great to see all your hard work on display.
The Angara have nothing to fear from the people of the Milky Way. But I see you've crossed paths with Sloane Kelly and the Exiles. A thorn in our side if ever there was one.
I don't think anyone came all the way to Andromeda to live like that. The Nexus was part of this too.
It's about the future, Ryder. What sort of civilization will we form in Helios? One driven to extremes of anarchy, or one dedicated to order and justice? I choose the latter. Sloane Kelly and her mutineers chose otherwise. Did you have some other business?
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Cantor's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. You've already met their leader, Sloane Kelly. She was one of us until she joined the traitors.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. But before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck. The Angara have nothing to fear from the people of the Milky Way. Wisdom.
Guess this is your place now.
And you also have food.
Good to see you.
When I was a merc, you figured out rookies with your gut.
So that's what the Kett are up to, transforming people into willing slaves?
Now we know why they take so many prisoners.
Well, they're sure as hell not taking any more.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. But that isn't news to you, right?
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Kett?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Kett don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
An expedition taking you Pathfinder?
Psst, Pathfinder Rider.
I'm worried about this place if they can't find you.
Good job on the outpost. Maybe Addison will lighten up.
What do you mean?
She's been pretty upset about not having an initiative outpost established yet. Understandable, if you ask me. I'm just glad she's got work to focus on now.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
A worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
I don't know about these Angara.
Aha! I knew it! Horizontal gene Ah, Pathfinder. The information you gathered is marvelous. You and your Sam, of course.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Hirik. My colleagues and I work directly with Sam, refining your field scans into discoveries to benefit the initiative. Hopefully.
What fields do you study?
Hirik's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
The sterling data you've sent has us running ragged. Addison finally gave us an actual workspace.
Keep up the good work, champ.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay. Something new every day. Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
Alec,
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
he told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Wow. Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
It's how Dad was wired. He didn't like to lose, in any situation.
It would seem that included me.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently logged. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.